Always have a Plan B, a series about life after sports.
He just loves to run the ball inside. Touchdown Cougars!
Less than 2% of those who play sports will ever sign a pro contract, and that's his message to young athletes.
Basically, the cliche you always hear is a student athlete obviously is, a young man or woman pursuing athletic career, but obviously you can't have athletics without the grades. And so when you say student athlete, you're just saying the complete person who takes care of their business in the classroom and also on the field. I didn't really start thinking about life after sports until I was in college. To be able to look to those before me and see how their athletic career went, and then post-college, what they do with that. And so, I always tell young people that it's important that you learn from the people in front of you and those who paved the way. And so if you don't take those life lessons and what they've learned, then shame on you. I kind of realized early on, as a sophomore in college, that I had to start thinking about something else other than playing the game of football. And so and with that, I was able to get a college degree because I saw guys before me that I looked up to that left school early, didn't finish their degree, opted to go into the professional ranks and actually didn't make it in the professional ranks. I think for me, life after sports, again, it hit early on for me just by noticing some things that went on with other players. And I think there's something special about a student athlete who's able to endure the rigorous schedule, so on and so forth. So I think once you hone that energy into education, then the sky's the limit. And I've seen guys and young women actually graduate with 2 degrees because they realized early on that life in football and sports was going to end. How important of education was for coaches or for my coaches or even in high school, college, so on and so forth, it depends on the person. It depends on the coach. We obviously can't group them and put them all in one basket, but you do have some coaches that really care about you as a person. They care about what you're going to do after football, and they treat you in that manner. And then on the flip side of that, you have coaches that understand that it's a business. And with that being a business, they approach it differently. And obviously, sports comes first. Working out comes first. Studying film comes first versus spending that extra time in the classroom, actually missing a practice because you have a lab or something of that nature where, it could be frowned upon if you're not out there with the rest of the team. So it really depends on the coach, and I think young men and women need to, as they go through the process of recruiting, they need to look at those aspects of a coach or coaches to understand, okay, what's this coach's agenda? Do they really care about me as a person? What happens to me once I'm not playing for them anymore? And I think that's really important. And I think it speaks to the coaches as well. They need to self-evaluate themselves and really ask those tough questions. Am I in this for the right reason? Aside from the business aspect, because at the end of the day, you are in charge of these young men and women who sometimes are 3,000 miles away from home.
Always have a Plan B, a series about life after sports.